From the Opubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the News OK Comics podcast. I'm Matt Price. This is Cal Roberts. Let's run down the comics this week. Let's see what we got. Amazing Spider-Man, 583? 593.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I don't know what number it is. 593. The one that's out this week. Spider-Man is back from the alternate dimension. J. Jonah Jameson is the mayor. And oh my goodness, does he want to make Spider-Man's life completely stink.
Basically, Spider-Man hasn't slept in 96 hours, and he's going crazy. He feels like he needs to be the hero that he is, and do as many things as possible, be everywhere as possible
help
to get under Jameson's skin,
rehabilitate their image, his image.
Yeah, be Spider-Man.
Yeah, so. Pretty good issue. Mark Waid is the writer who we've talked about some of his books recently that he's doing for Boom Studios. And Mike McKone, who's really he's a classic guy. I mean, he's got a nice line, nice style, always good work. So very solid issue, really.
I felt like this was back to kind of the classic roots of Spider-Man. If you haven't read Spider-Man in a while or ever and enjoy the movies, love the movies, you're going to get this comic and you're going to love this comic.
Understand what's going on. Okay, Flash Rebirth number 2, continuing the return of Barry Allen as we try to kind of explain what's happened to Barry. Barry tries to explain to people what's happened to him.
Maybe better off dead.
Yeah, maybe he was better off dead. Things kind of get worse and worse for Barry as this issue progresses. Ethan Van Sciver is doing some amazing artwork. Jeff Johns is kind of laying out this mystery. So another very solid issue. Probably the more you know about the Flash, the better it'll be for you. But I think it's also something that you can pick up if you don't know that much. So yeah. Flash Rebirth, also very solid. One that I wasn't expecting to really get much out of, but turned out a little better than I thought, was Final Crisis Aftermath #1 run. Mm-hmm. Since Final Crisis was kind of confusing to me, to be honest with you, I thought the Aftermath would continue to be kind of confusing. This is by Matt Sturgis, who's doing House of Mystery for DC. But the basic idea is the Human Flame, the guy that got the Martian Manhunter killed in Final Crisis, is just on the run from the law, from mobsters, from a bunch of different people who want to take him out. He is not a nice person. He's kind of a jerk, and so you don't really even root for him. But it's just all about him being on the run from all these people trying to get him. So it's actually better than I expected it to be. So there's that.
Sweet.
And then we'll wrap it up with a relaunch of a classic X-Men property, the New Mutants. Zeb Wells is writing a New Mutants series. And I thought it was pretty good. I thought it kind of felt like the old school stuff. It turns out that Magic is in some kind of trouble. She knows about some things that are going wrong. She recruits her old New Mutants buddies, Cannonball, Sunspot, to come help out some of their previous teammates. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what's going on there. And it felt related to the old stuff. I mean, I think if you were an old New Mutants fan, you are going to enjoy coming back to these characters.
And also, if you haven't read New Mutants from the past and know X-Men and how kind of it works with Xavier and the Xavier Institute, we got Cyclops and Beast kind of putting together this team and send them out on a mission. And so if you haven't really followed the old New Mutants, New Mutants of the past,
it kind of ties it back together for you.
You will feel like you haven't missed out anything, and you will enjoy this comic.
All right, very good. So your favorite this week, Kyle?
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man.
All right, I will say Flash Rebirth, but also Amazing Spider-Man was very good. So that's our roundup of this week's comics. Be sure to check out our comics Q&A, in which we'll talk Star Trek with Star Trek expert Colin Ward. For Kyle Roberts, I am Matt Price. Thanks for watching.